everyone. We're live. I always have to start really quiet because I'm scared. I don't know why. We're live again. We're going to be playing OneLife today because I want to really, really badly get this last enchanted gold apple because I want to upload OneLife videos that aren't in mineshafts, but we already went so far in the mineshafts the last time that I feel like I need to continue until I find this last one. So we're going to try and find it tonight. We're going to do 2 hours on OneLife. That's going to be our stream for today. And I really hope that I find it, because if I don't, I'm not going to have a OneLife episode going up tomorrow like I want to. I also want to do another OneLife week because I've been behind on OneLife, but that's not going to happen if... I'm going to turn my light back on. That's not going to happen if I don't find this apple, you know? So that's what we're going to do today. Hey everybody, what's up? I didn't do anything about mods yet, in case anyone was wondering. I haven't sorted that yet, but today we're playing Minecraft, so I'll be able to pay a lot more attention to the chat than I could during Apex, because, you know, when you're in the middle of a game, you can't be looking. You gotta be paying attention to where you're shooting. But I will be able to pay a lot more attention to the chat today. I also imagine it'll be a little bit quieter, even though we're playing OneLife. It's a little bit later in the evening, and I'm not tweeting it, I'm not posting it. We're just gonna have our Facebook peeps here today. So we left off. Do you hear what I hear? Did I just go through a ravine? I must have just gone through a ravine. I don't like all of these sounds. We have a bunch of supporter anniversaries. One was just now. That was Mia of 3 months. Happy anniversary, Mia. Thanks for supporting for so long. Totally don't feel obligated to keep it for any longer or than you're able to, or have it at all. Shannon sent 100 stars. I wanted to start the stream off right with some stars. Hey, Shelby, fingers crossed. I know you'll find it today. We have 2 hours to find this. Let me take a peek at... What did I just click? You ever just don't know where your mouse is, and then you click, and you don't know what you clicked? That was me. Okay, we're getting through this cave because we're looking for a mine shaft. I really need, for today, oh, I don't want this witch in my business. Shannon sent 100 stars. Hi, Shelby. I have the flu right now, so Ustream is going to help today be a lot better. Thank you. I'm so sorry you have the flu. Honestly, I should have gotten the flu shot, but I didn't, so that might be me in a little while. I hate this. Really quick, I'm going to brighten up my screen. It won't affect you guys, but it'll make it easier for me to see. Oh, I hate that sound. It's the worst sound. I really need this apple today because I want to have a OneLife video tomorrow. Preferably getting the sword finally, but I don't want it to be another episode of just... Oh, my cat is... Oh! I didn't think you could get up here. I don't want it to be more of me mining. You know, I want to finally have this dumb sword. Sorry, I'm just trying to not deal with most of what I'm hearing. Here we go. I'm just trying to get through this, you know? I'll read that donation and right now. BCat sent 100 stars. Hey, Shubs, I'm back with more stars given to me by Facebook. How's life going? Also, were you sad that you couldn't spend Valentine's Day with Parker? Good luck on the apple. Oreo says hello again. Also, sorry I can't become part of the support group. Love you. Don't worry about not being able to be part of the support group. Because I spent Valentine's Day alone, that was what kind of created the idea of sending out 100 Valentines, and then it ended up being 200 Valentines, and then it ended up being 400 Valentines, and then it ended up being 356 Valentines. And honestly, I couldn't have done anything. Like, I did a little self-care night, and that was really nice. Took a bath. I had a bath bomb. Had a face mask. I'm not a fan. I don't like the way they feel on my face. You know, the sheet mask kind. But I just finished writing all of those Valentine's today, and I just mailed them out. I had to use 2 different mailboxes because I filled the first one up. And honestly, I couldn't feel more fulfilled by what I did. Wait, did somebody die? Lauren died? No! I didn't know that! Holy cow! I've been a little bit away from OneLife. This is why I want to have a OneLife week, but I can't do it until this apple is found. I can't do anything on OneLife until this apple is found. And so that is where we are right now. Oh, I feel like, how much longer could it possibly take? She says, and she shouldn't have. How loud? Anyways. Like, it's been so many hours collectively of me looking for this dumb apple. It's not that special. It's just a required recipe material. I don't need it. She left a will in her house. Aww, that's so sad. It's sad remembering that Stacy died, and it was so long ago, and it's been a while since anybody's died. Oh, my cat is doing things I know she shouldn't be, but as long as I don't see it happening, I'm just gonna pretend it's not happening. These are really ugly looking caves. That looks like a mine shaft. I need this apple. I really need it. I want to do OneLife week. I kind of want to do Crazier Craft week because I think that's, oopsie, a really fun series. Oopsie, that was an accident. I feel like all of my tools are going to break by the end of today if I don't find this apple. I'll end up having to go home to repair everything. And then I'll just have to go out and do this all again. Stream Apex again, please. Oh, I definitely will. Not tonight, but I definitely will do it again. That was too fun. And I love that game too much. Oh yeah, that's a mine shaft. In fact, it looks like it's, I don't know if it's down or up. So we're gonna take a peek down here. Okay. I don't think it's this low. Oh wait, I'm only at, I must have been high up. It could be this low. Okay. Star. She's doing things she's not supposed to. Could it be this low? Or no, I'm totally way too low now. It was, I think, above me. Alright. I have a snow day tomorrow, so I can stay home. Ooh, that's the one great thing about living somewhere that gets snow is if you get a snow day. That's the best. The worst is if it snows and they don't give you the snow day. Star. Oh, I hear her doing things. You know you're not supposed. Oh, that's unpleasant. Why is there water there? Oh, I pressed the button. Okay, let's try and get, now that we know where it is, let's get at the very beginning of it. We're like here, right there. Why is there water? Hold on. Is this the ocean? Hold on. Okay, so it's not above us. It is below? What the heck? Maybe I'll just keep going straight until I don't know. Emily said 100 stars, had a fun Valentine's, so I married to one of my female friends, so I went all out and got her a bunch of things for her, and I ended up doing more things for her than I did last year when I was actually with someone. Isn't it more, it's not more fun, but it's like almost fun to do things for other people, just like as many people, I don't know. I had a lot of fun writing out all the Valentines. I thought it was a really fun idea, and I was like, I've never done this much for anybody ever, but I had way more fun doing it than I ever thought I would, and it was very fulfilling, and it feels good to do nice things for other people. Maybe that's not a popular opinion by a lot of people. Hello. But I genuinely have a lot of fun doing kind things for other people. Like, it brings me such happiness, genuinely. All right, another mine shaft. Let's do this. We got this. Guys, send me all of your luck. I'm going to need it. It feels very quiet, which isn't maybe a bad thing, but it's freaking me out a little bit. Okay, dead end. I feel like my sounds are lower. They are. I lowered them. Whoo, that scared me. Oh, that was a supporter sound. Melanie! I thought I saw something move. Okay, Melanie just became a supporter. Welcome, Melanie, to the support group. We have 43 supporters. Thank you guys so much for being supporters. I appreciate it. I never imagined I'd get that many. Also, this is a bad time to be doing this. Ruth just sent 100 stars. Hey, Shubble, hope you're having a good week. What is your favorite kind of chocolate? I like the days after Valentine's because candy's cheaper. You are awesome. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much, Ruth. Favorite chocolate. I'm not... What just happened? Oh, I'm getting DMs from people for more Valentines. I'm not a huge chocolate person. I'm more like sour gummy worms, which I have a little baggie of that my mom sent me. I like Sour Patch Kids. I like sour gummy anything. I'm not big on like chocolate, which is weird. Shannon sent 100 stars. Hi, Shelby. I just want to say hi and tell you, how many Shannons are there? This is definitely not the same Shannon. There's a lot of Shannons here. Hi, Shelby. I just wanted to say hi and tell you that your videos and your streams always put me in a good mood. Continue being awesome and good luck on getting the apple. Thank you. I need the luck so badly. Let's do it, y'all. We're going to bust into here fearlessly. Well, I have a little bit of fear. I have to be honest. There's a zombie. Whoops. I hear a spider. This is fine. Because I can handle that. This actually looks like a pretty calm one that I feel I can handle. I don't like that sound. Never mind, can't handle it. Too many spider noises. Okay. Oh, I need to crack my neck really bad, but it's not cracking, which makes me think I might need to go to like get a massage or something. Ooh, so many donations. I can't. Okay. Emily sent 100 stars. Also, I got paid $50 for babysitting the other day, so guess who just restocked on stars? Don't spend your babysitting money on me! I don't need it. Definitely spend it on you before you spend it on me, although I also appreciate it so much because you already did send stars. But please save your money unless it's something that you know, obviously if you really want to do it. That is totally up to you. Please give me an apple in those chests. There's 2 down there. Let us all pray. Why is this on fire? Whoop! Oh, hello. I didn't see that up there. Don't like that. That's uncomfortable. Where did the spider go? There it is. Okay. We have a couple chests to check here. All right, hold on. I can't do this. I don't feel safe. Okay. Jennifer sent 100 stars. So you said on Valentine's it's fun to experience things, so I did, and I got suspended, and then I don't know what SAC is for the rest of the week when I come back. While suspended, I'm probably going to get prepared to do an Agent Shed Academy's version cosplay. Also, would you ever play the Walking Dead game? Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot happening there. First of all, I'm sorry that I told you to do things and you ended up getting suspended. I'm so sorry. What did you do, though? Because, like, there's not a lot of things you can do that'll get you suspended. What did you do? I have no idea what SAC is, but an Agent Shed Academy version, that's super cool. And the Walking Dead game, I think that you mean the Telltale version. Probably not. I was never into the Telltale games. I did play the mobile Walking Dead game on my channel a couple of episodes. It was actually a brand deal, and that was actually pretty fun. But I don't know that I would play. I never got into Telltale games, which is, like, they seem so fun, and I like watching other people play them, which is probably why they went out of business. Because I wasn't playing them. I was just watching other people do it. William sent 100 stars and said, hi, Shubble. Hi, William. Welcome to the stream. And also, Bailey has an anniversary today for being a supporter. Happy anniversary. Thanks for sticking around and being a supporter for so long. You totally don't have to, but I appreciate it. Nonetheless, let us open this chest, and then we'll open the next one. I need this today. I honestly was low-key, like, really hoping, because I would love to do anything else. Hello? Star? She just tickled my ankle and it freaked me out. Star? She's looking for her toy. I think she lost it. Let me put a bunch of this stuff in here because I've been collecting a lot of junk for a while. All right, we're gonna leave it. I don't even need the coal. I don't need any of this. Williamson, 150 stars. I hope you're having a great stream. I can't stay long, but I hope you find a god apple. Thank you so much, William. I sure hope so too. I am about to open one other chest, which is right over there, and also there's monsters over there because that looks like there's a ravine over there. So that's a lot of fun. Oh, you're kidding. I think I'm just gonna, you know, just for now, just for the sake of this. Star, where did, oh, there she is. She's right there. Hi, lady. I've been calling her lady a lot. I call her Bean and I call her lady. I don't know why I started calling her lady. She's the farthest thing. Oh, my baby. You look so bundled up in there. Hi. She has to go to the vet next week because we're getting a checkup and we're finding out if I'm feeding her too much because she's a little chub, but she's not fat by any means. She's just got a little pooch, which I think was from being fixed. Generally, she's very small. I think she's small for a cat, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with cats, but anyone that I know has always had a bigger cat than this. I don't know if that's just the kind of cat, but she seems to be very small, and she's not growing anymore. So I'm curious. Oh, I forgot this was like going to be a big deal, and there's nothing in it, so not a big deal. What a bummer. All right, what do we got to deal with in here? Because I hear a lot of stuff going on. Don't do that. You know what? I really don't like this at all. I think I'm gonna attack this from a different angle because we have other angles to get at. Amanda sent 100 stars. Hope you find the apple. I'm only going to hang around for about an hour because I have to, I don't know what, but at 5 a.m. Maybe, I don't know what you have to do at 5 a.m., but ew. 5 a.m. Thanks for hanging out anyway, Amanda, and appreciate the stars. Brianna sent 100 stars and said I wanted to help pay back all your postage, so here's a tiny bit. Thank you. Did I tell you guys how much? I don't think I told you guys how much the postage costs, and I'm not going to until the video goes out. Just wait, because in the video, I actually end up talking about it. I said how much it cost me loosely. I actually didn't even give an accurate number. I gave a low number, but it was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. So I appreciate that. I also still don't mind doing it even a little bit at all. It just was more than I actually thought it would be, which is okay. Just you wait until you find out how much I paid on stamps. Where are all of these? There they are. Okay. There was a lot going on over there. Please give me a dungeon, because that'd be the coolest. Honestly, is that a dungeon over there? There's no way. No, there's no, like, green. That would be the best thing that I could find. That looks like fun. Or not at all. Dungeons, like vanilla dungeons, have the highest chances of god apples. Okay, there's like a lot happening and I'm scared a little bit, but also I'm being generally pretty brave as far as being me goes. Okay, let's get all these dead ends sorted. Here we go. Torch arrows only. Oh no, that's, I think, it. Did I go this way? Is this where I came from? This is where I came from. Okay, we're gonna have to go back to that, like, really ugly bit that I didn't want to do, but I can't, in good conscience, not finish this mine shaft if I really want. Ah! Where did you just come from? I literally blocked this off, so I have no idea where he came from. Can't, in good conscience, not finish mine shaft if I really want this apple today. I have to check every corner. Oh, but I really don't want to, though. Look at this. I don't want to do that. There's a whole downstairs that I haven't even gotten to, unless that's something else. This actually looks like it might not be. I have no idea. We have to get in this little crevice here, and I don't want to. All right, I'm going to give you, Terrence, one more chance to not make fun of people or call them ugly. And if I see it one more time, you're banned from today's stream. And if I see it again in another stream, you're banned from the page. We have only nice people here, and we're only going to tolerate niceness here. You get one warning today. Next time you get none, you're banned from the page. Jennifer sent 100 stars. I got suspended for 2 reasons. I broke up with that girl who asked me out, then asked out another girl with a jewel-themed thing and gifted her a jewel because she really wanted, this is a lot, she really wanted one. A teacher caught us and sent us to the office. I get why I got in trouble. I'm never, ever gonna happen. There's a lot of missing words here, I think. And do illegal things for a girl again. No, don't do illegal things for anybody ever. Don't ever put yourself in an uncomfortable situation that if you're uncomfortable for anybody else. Don't do it. Amanda sent 100 stars. What I meant to say is that I have to get up at, that's what I figured. You have to get up at 5 a.m. I am so sorry. That's not fun for anyone who has to do that. Please don't spam. And also, if someone's being rude or doing anything not nice, only one person has to say anything. Maybe a couple. If you see somebody else say it, don't feel the need to say it also. And don't draw huge attention to it. I'm just going to delete any mean comments, and I'll take care of banning people. Today, I'm able to do it. During Apex streams, a little bit hard. All right. Oh, I deleted it. I deleted Terrence's comment, but now because I didn't ban you, you get one more chance. So either be smart about it and just be nice and sit back, relax, enjoy watching the stream. If you're here because you want to watch me play games, then just let's all be chill. If not, I see one more, then you're banned from the stream because I deleted it impulsively instead of banning you. So you get one more chance. I will be modding people if I can figure it out for the next time, but today is totally fine because I'm here paying attention. Minecraft goes like nice and slow and easy. Apex was hard because you're in the middle of a game. There's not a lot you can do. But just to be clear, the rules. Don't spam, no caps, don't swear, and just be chill, be nice. Just, you don't got anything nice to say, don't type anything. Just hang out and watch. Sis needs mods. Only when, please don't, I'm gonna delete anyone giving any attention to anybody who is literally only doing it for attention. Don't comment about it. It's not a big deal. I'll take care of it. Let's not give them the attention that they want. Unfortunately, mods have to be done off stream, but I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Because you just end up drawing more attention to these people. I don't want to give them any attention at all. Let's all just ignore them. I'll take care of it. Leave it to me. I have banning power. And just to reiterate, if you break the rules, my only option is banning you. There's no mute. There's only ban. So if it's really worth it for you to be mean, you're going to get banned from the stream. And if you do it in another stream, you're going to get banned from my entire Facebook page. And I'm not undoing those because I don't know how. So it's not worth it. But I'm here to pay all the most attention to anything going on. So we're going to move on now. We're going to let it go. And I'm going to be watching. Oh, I wish I had like a really good finger crack. I just ripped my hair out though. Ooh, I had a little bit. My neck needs a good crack. I think that I really need to go to a massage person. All right. Yeah, I have ban hammer. So we're just gonna mosey on. So we have a lot happening right here. Ooh. I'm missing. I'm missing all of them. I want cookies now. Ooh. H ended up getting Girl Scout cookies the other day. And I was like, where did you find them? And now I'm on the lookout for Girl Scouts selling Girl Scout cookies because obviously I don't know any other way of getting Girl Scout cookies. There's not a lot of ways to do that. All right, this is a thing that I really don't want to have to deal with. Who's spamming? Please don't send the same messages. There's not... I'm not noticing like a ton of spam. So let's just all follow the rules, be chill, be cool. Because if I die, 100% blaming you guys for it. Oh, I thought I saw a spider over there. That is a joke also. I know I saw a spider over there. Boop, boop, boop. If I don't see your message, just wait a little bit. Give me a moment. Sometimes I see it a lot later because there's a huge delay. Walmart. I need to go to Walmart. That's gonna be the place, isn't it? This is where... Okay, so we're gonna... This is not... I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Remember when I was like, I'm gonna do it no matter what? I'm not gonna do it. That's not a fun one at all. I want only fun. Only fun. Mine shaft's here. We're gonna go find another one. I'm a Girl Scout. I can sell you cookies. I would love that. What the heck is that sound? Ooh, I'm paying like extra attention to the chat right now, so I'm sorry that I can't do a lot of... I'm watching for just one more. That's gonna be it. Bubble wrap was originally used for wallpaper. That's a lie. Is that for real? I'm gullible, so please don't... Oh, I missed a donation? Uh-oh. Where did... Oh, Dom's and 100 stars. I have a very important question. What's your favorite kind of chips? I'm curious, and I hope you... And I hope you hate. I don't know what the rest of that was meant to be. Ooh, favorite kind of chips. I'm a huge chip person to the point where I can't even buy chips because I have zero self-control and I will eat the entire bag. The other day I bought a bag of Funyuns, ate the whole thing, literally immediately, all in one sitting. Love a good Funyun, love a good salsa verde Dorito, love a good kettle-cooked jalapeno chip. Now I'm getting a lot of DMs for people wanting that haven't sent their addresses yet, but I'm gonna do everyone who I DM'd, even though I already finished filming the video, and I'll upload the video tomorrow. All right. But I'm gonna be sending out the rest of them. I sent 400 DMs. I will send out every one of them, no matter when they answer. A lot of people couldn't because they couldn't give their addresses because their parents didn't want them to, and that's fine. But I also want to reiterate, anyone that I DM'd for this, what I realized the other day is that I can't like close and lock the DM after I've opened it with the person as long as they have it open on their end. So all 400 of those people have a direct DM to me and there's nothing I can do about it. I will not be answering any DMs. I'm very sorry about it and I want to make a blanket statement about it because I don't want anyone to send like a really personal message. I don't want anyone to send anything like really dire to me because I really cannot. I can't do it. I love all of my DMs and things private. I keep that very personal. I love the private side of my life. I like keeping a lot of things personal and just for friends, and I don't like having like weird relationships in DMs with only specific viewers. I like to keep it as fair as possible, where if I'm not going to DM, like I won't DM anybody. I won't pick and choose people because I don't have favorites. I don't know why that's such an important thing for me, but I'm not going to be answering the DMs. I didn't answer any of the ones for the addresses. I just got them, wrote them on the envelope, and sent them out. And then I deleted them. So they're deleted on my end, and I won't be answering any DMs that are sent to me. And I just want to make sure that that's clear, and I hope that it's okay, because I was using the DMs to get the addresses, and I hope that the letter itself is enough, and I hope that that's cool. But I feel really bad about it, but I need to make a blanket statement that I will not be answering any DMs. So please don't send me like really... I mean, you can send me... I read a lot of really, really nice messages when I was getting your addresses, and that's totally fine. But in the future, I would love if you didn't use that as like a direct line to... I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. And I thought after I did it, if I deleted the DM, that would mean they couldn't send a DM anymore. But I was so wrong. So now there's 400 people who got DMs open with me. And I love you guys. I want to make sure that it's cool with you, that I don't... You know, I'm not going to be answering them. Okay, nobody's talking about what I'm talking about, so we're gonna move on. It's good. That was okay. I don't know why it's such an uncomfortable thing for me, and I prefer to keep it just my DMs and personal messages and private messages. I like to keep that away from. I don't like the word fans, but I don't know. It's an uncomfortable thing for me, so I hope that's okay with you guys. That's just outside my comfort zone to DM private messages with someone who, like, I don't want to use the word fan. I don't like that word. Viewer is what we opt for, or what I opt for, but I also don't like that word either. But it's just a little uncomfortable for me. But I don't want you to feel bad if you did send me like a really lovely message when you were also sending your address, because I used anyone who had like a story to tell me. I wrote you a special message in the Valentine's card. If you only sent me your address, I sent like the same message to everybody. I hope this makes your day extra special. But anyone who needed like specific advice or a little encouragement or had a little story to tell me, I wrote them a special message. And I hope that makes up for it. Just, I don't know why. Tweet that for people without Facebook. I'm putting it in the video that I'm uploading tomorrow, and I think that'll get to the most people, especially, well, maybe not. Maybe Twitter's better, but I'll probably put that in a response to one of the tweets that I already tweeted addressing the letters generally, and I'm also mentioning it in the video that I'm not using DMs to answer anybody, even for the people I sent asking for addresses. I'm not responding to anything unless I need like the zip code. A lot of people forgot the zip code, and I think with letters you need it, because I think the post needs the zip code, or it won't. I don't know how mail works. But I think a letter requires the zip code. So some people I was responding to for certain information, but generally I won't be using the DMs to communicate with anybody, and I hope that that's okay, and don't feel like I ignored you. I was just getting the addresses and writing you cute little letters, and I hope that everyone who gets one loves it. Let's go look for another mine shaft so I can stop being uncomfortable. Because generally I'm also very uncomfortable. But I did, anyone who wanted like a special message or encouragement or wanted to mention something to me that they're going through, I did write a special little sum in those ones for those who requested. But for the rest, it was all just the same message, because my hand could not handle doing a personal message to 400 individual people, and I hope that's cool too. You need the zip code. That's what I figured. So anyone who didn't send me one, I actually didn't mention this in the video either, but a lot of people didn't give me the zip code, but when you have the street and the town and the state, you can Google for it. So I ended up Googling for most people's zip codes, which took like twice as long, but I totally didn't mind it at all. And it was much faster than me DMing back, like, can you send me the zip code too? And then I'd have to wait. So I got a lot of it done, and I ended up Googling for most people's zip codes. I don't know what I was about to say. New Zealand zip codes? You guys have weird zip codes. Also, I really hope everyone who's international gets their letters. I read online that it's 3 stamps. Sure hope that that's true. I'll put 3 stamps on every international person, and if it's more than that, you might not be getting your letter, and I'm sorry. Yo, stamps are expensive. I don't want anyone to feel bad if they didn't send like a personal message. I really hope that you love the card anyway. It's just a little handwritten note. It's a cute little message from me, and I hope that it's a really nice letter, and I hope you guys really love it. The cards are honestly the cutest, and you're gonna love them. So don't feel bad if you didn't get like a personal message. Yo, what's up? I think that you're gonna love the little note that I wrote, and I think you're gonna love the card that I picked. I think it's cool. It's cool. What is happening? I'm freaking out. Let's get this gold apple today. International postage. So I ended up buying 500 stamps because it was 400 letters, but I needed extra for the international people, knowing that international would need 3, and a lot of y'all were international that I was mailing these to. A lot of New Zealand, which is interesting. Like a lot of New Zealand, which like more than any other country I noticed. Or country. You know what I mean. Well, yes. Wait, what? Why am I an idiot? Hello. I hate that sound. Shut up. It is a country. Why am I don't know why I said country, thought continent, and then thought I was an idiot for saying country, and then thought I was wrong, and then I messed everything up. It's all good. Just ignore me. Stop. Shut up. I missed out on this deal. I don't want anyone to feel bad who didn't get one either, because honestly, I was only going to do 100. I ended up doing 400, but there were 900 responses to that tweet. So I'm sorry to the people who didn't end up getting one. I didn't choose. So, I picked at random the 400 people, and if I could send it to every 930 something people who responded, I would love to, but it took me many days to do 400. And I would love to do this again next year, but I probably wouldn't do 400 again, just because it did take a very long time. And I didn't mind it whatsoever, but I think next time I'll settle with a good 100 and not overdo it like I did this time. Jameson sent 120 stars. Hello, I just stopped by to say hi. Oh, and it's gone. And to send you my stars, I wanted to DM you for the card, but I wasn't comfortable with my address, but that's okay. I have to go now. Have fun. See you next stream. Thank you so much for the stars, Jameson. You were not the only one who wasn't comfortable sending an address. A lot of people said their parents weren't cool with it. They were, they were a little nervous about it. And that is totally okay. Please don't be mad at your parents for it. I know it seems like this really cool thing that maybe you really would have loved, but your parents wouldn't let you send your address. Honestly, it's for your own safety. It's smart. And it's totally okay. And maybe next year you'll get a Valentine. Emily sent 100 stars. I'm sad I didn't know about this. It's fine though. You're awesome for giving this opportunity to your fans. I don't understand how someone can be so amazing. It meant the reason I ended up doing 400 instead of the original 100 when I tweeted, one, because of how many responses the tweet got, but two, because of how everyone was like, I can't believe you're actually doing something this amazing. And I didn't think it was that big of a deal to write 100 letters. And to see how many people were like, that's incredible, that like this is such an incredible thing that you're doing. Seeing how many people said that made me be like, well, I want to do more than that. Because 100 didn't seem like a big deal to me. So then I was like, let's do 400. And that was a lot. And I am so glad that I did it. And it felt really good. And it genuinely brings me such happiness to do kind things for other people. Just literally every day I love doing any kind of kindness for people that I can. Even in little ways. If I'm on the road and some guy's trying to like get in my lane, I'll let him in. Because everyone in LA is like out for themselves and won't let anyone through. But I'll be like, sure, I don't mind taking 2 seconds to let a guy who's trying to get over. I don't know why that was my example with driving. But I genuinely really love doing things for other people, and it brings me such happiness. It's so weird. It's weird because, very honestly, that's not something that I ever used to, like, not that I didn't like doing things for other people, but it wasn't something that I actively loved and genuinely brought me such happiness that I go out of my way to do whatever I can for people because it brings me so much happiness. I wasn't always a person like that. I was always nice. But it wasn't something that I was like, I want to do these things because it's something that makes me so happy. And I think that that's cool. I think that I've grown into a lovely young woman. And I think that people are missing out on not doing kind things generally in their everyday life. People who are only living for themselves, I feel like, get a peak amount of happiness. Like, what am I trying to say? I feel like people who are living for themselves, their happiness has a cap, and then that's it. No matter how much money they have, no matter how much they can buy for themselves or how great their life is, if they're only living for themselves, I feel like their happiness has a cap. But I feel like if you're living your life also for other people and doing things for the happiness of other people, you can reach your max happiness for yourself plus so much, and it feels so good and it's so fulfilling that you reach such new levels of happiness. I read a book that was about this, actually. I think it was about Sweden and why, or this one particular town, I think in Sweden, was the happiest town on earth, they called it. And it's a very good book, if only I can remember what it was called. Okay, sorry, I wasn't reading the chat. I just, like, went off on a thing. Raphael sent 100 stars. Sad I just know about this now, but I think you won't be able to send it here in the Philippines. So yeah, don't feel bad about don't feel bad about it. I don't know how to say this name. Oh, cool. I don't want to say it wrong, but he said, "I love you, Shelby," in the language that he speaks. And that just scrolled away. By the way, I think Razor broke something you made on the deep end. Maybe Will is live. How dare he? I bet he's on TeamSpeak. I can go crash their TeamSpeak. I'm not gonna do that. Thank you so much for the stars, and thanks for writing out. I don't want to say it wrong, but it looks like Mahal Kita. But I only know how to read things with English vowels or Italian vowels. It's the only way I know how to read anything of another language, and Spanish. But I won't understand it. I know how to read it though. Mia sent 100 stars. I didn't send the zip code, or is it too late to send it now? Also, I'm sorry I haven't donated in a while. I've been a little broke lately. I love being at these streams and helping others, so thanks, Shub, for giving me a safe space. I already wrote yours, and I already sent them all, Mia, so I went ahead and I found your zip code, because I was Googling. As long as I had your street and your town and your state, it was really easy to find the zip code, so no worries. You got a letter coming your way, because I remember specifically writing yours, too. And also, if you're broke, don't be sending me stars. I see you in the chat. I can't see you. Don't send me stars if you don't have, like, you know, the means to. It's okay. But thank you so much also, and I appreciate that you feel that this is a nice, safe space for you. Brianna sent 100 stars. The most important relationship in your life is the relationship you have with yourself, because no matter what happens, you will always be with yourself. Diane von Furstenberg. This is true. This is true. And what I'm trying to say is not that... I don't know. Yes. Your relationship with yourself is one of the most important, if not, it is the most important relationship that you should have. And you should talk to yourself and your thoughts the way that you talk to a friend. You should be kind to yourself and your thoughts. You should train yourself to only think kind things about yourself. Because I can, like, it's funny for me to look in the mirror and be like, wow, you look really ugly. But it's really good for you to train yourself to think only kind things, as if you're talking to a friend. You would never say that to a friend. Look at yourself from an outside perspective and just give yourself a break. But then at the same time, you shouldn't be living your life only for other people, but you should be doing things for other people because it brings you happiness that I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not an expert on things. Where did this donation go? Jaden sent 100 stars. Shelby, I just want to say thank you for the people who stuck up for me what happened last night in the chat. And when will you be back on Sky Street? Probably in the next few days I'll end up doing a Sky Street stream. And also, no worries. I'm sorry that I couldn't be more on top of it because we were playing Apex. I was in the middle of a game and everything was happening so fast. But I'm on top of it today. The most important thing is not to give attention to the people who are just only doing mean things for attention. It's hard when I couldn't remove their messages fast enough. But the next time it happens, I don't want it to overtake the chat because that's just, they want the attention, and it's not cool. Ooh, we got another mine shaft coming up on our front. I look in the mirror and I get scared. But see, that's what you have to kind of train yourself and be like, if you were looking at another person, like if you were standing next to that person that you're seeing in the mirror, you wouldn't be like, wow, they're ugly. That's just real mean. So you shouldn't be that way to yourself either. And it's really easy to do that. Like, it's really easy to be self-deprecating and to be like, girl, you need to get yourself together because you're looking rough. But, like, that can be fun and all. But also really try and learn to be kind to yourself in your thoughts. It's another thing to be kind to yourself out loud, but in your thoughts, it's really easy to be mean and unkind to yourself. So it takes practice. Kayla sent 100 stars. Shelby probably has the kindest soul out of a lot of YouTubers. Instead of 100 stars, thank you so much, Kayla. I appreciate that. That's what I mean when you're only living your life for only yourself. I feel like you can only be so happy with where you're at. But when you reach your happiness with yourself and then give to the people around you and be kind and try and give happiness, you end up receiving so much more. And then what you thought was the happiest you could ever be is raised exponentially. And it genuinely just brings me so much happiness to do things for other people. I don't know why. I need to do more things for myself, though. Probably. Greaser is singing. Should I just... No, I'm not gonna barge in on whatever they're doing over there. We have an apple to find. We're about to approach another mine shaft. Oh, and also, listen, I'm not perfect. Sometimes Sometimes I'm in a bad mood. Sometimes I feel like I'm not being the nicest. I know that I wasn't always the nicest for every moment in my life. Hello. But you know what's important is that you're actively trying every day. I thought I was dead. I don't know, to do better and be better. For yourself, mostly. Don't do it for other people. I mean, what am I saying? I don't even know anymore. Now I'm freaking out. Hello. Shall be greater than any other person on earth. I'm not that great. In fact, I even have, let me dip into my Twitter drafts, because I think I wrote one that I didn't ever intend to send, but it was a thought that I wanted to write down. Because I was having a moment where I was being very down on myself. You know, maybe I will end up tweeting this, because it was almost like a message I needed to write down that was a thought that I had, so I had to get it down. But it was that I'm not always the nicest, because I'm not perfect. I will live every day trying to be the best role model that I can, but also remember I am human and I've made many mistakes and I'm not a perfect person, and sometimes I'm not very nice to people sometimes. And I wrote in a tweet draft, why do I get so personal when we're streaming and it's like very quiet and cool? I dip into my most private Twitter drafts. I'm not always the nicest, and I especially let it get the best of me if I'm not in a particularly good mood. And I think this is a universal feeling. If you're not in a good mood, you tend to kind of be a bad person to the people around you, and it brings them down and brings them into a bad mood. And it was just a thought that I wanted to write, that I was sorry to anyone that I have ever negatively affected with my mood. If there was ever a time that I was in a bad mood or just feeling very negative and it was affecting the people around me, it was a genuine, I wanted to write down that I am sorry to anyone that I have ever negatively affected. Because I know that I try very hard to positively affect as many people as I can. But I also know that there's probably, definitely, people that I have also not intentional or maybe some intentional ways negatively affected people. And I genuinely feel bad for that. And I'm genuinely sorry for ever having a negative effect on anyone's life. And now I try and live every day to have only positive effects on people's lives. But still I get in bad moods. And I feel like sometimes I'm like, not funny, I'm just being snarky and it's not cool. And maybe some people end up feeling bad. And I don't want anyone to ever feel negative. Shelby is most relatable. This is the thing about being relatable. This is why it's super easy. Because literally everyone's thinking the same thing. Everyone's worrying about the same things. And everyone, like, life is relatable because everyone's just kind of going through the same thing. Which a lot of people forget, that we're all literally going through the same thing. Everything's relatable because it's life. That's just how life is. And a lot of people will think, I thought that was just me. And sometimes it is. But what am I seeing? What is that? Do we see that? Is that a web? I don't know why from here it just looks like something not cool. There's a lot happening. I don't know why when I'm streaming, I think I'm also a little bit hungry. And sometimes it either makes me in a bad mood or it's like a truth serum where I'm just like spilling. It's not even tea. I relate to Shelby's tweets a lot. It's just because everyone feels the same way about most things. And everyone's always worried about people, like, noticing I don't know. People worry a lot about what other people think, but more often than not, whatever you did that you think everyone's, like, thinking about in a weird way, nobody's probably paying any attention. Is there? Oh, okay. I don't know what I was doing. There's a lot of holes happening. Not a lot of mineshaft chests, which is bogus. I bought pickles today. Ooh. Conversation change. I love pickles. Where's this creepy crawly? I hear somewhere. Alrighty. Give me less spiders, preferably, but also chests. Also, there's no dungeon in here, which is a bummer. Pickles are amazing. I love pickles. I don't know what a hot pickle is. I've had like a spicy pickle, like it was like I don't know. Maybe I have had a hot pickle. I don't know that I know what that is though. But I love me pickles. Is there? Aha! I uncovered secrets. there's another skeleton in here. Whoop! Or a creeper. What is this right here? Eh. There it is. There's so much happening and I'm scared. Chump. Look at that. Diamonds. I honestly have found so many... Oh. Hold on. We're gonna just... I don't know where this skeleton's at, but I'm gonna hide in a hole real quick because I just got a real long donation from Emily. Emily sent 100 stars and said, okay, sorry to change this topic, but I have a predicament. So I have a therapist for my depression and anxiety, and her, my doctor, and my dad said, oh, and it scrolled away. Let me read it from the donations. Here we go. Here we go. Her, my doctor, and my dad said I should take medication, but I don't feel like that's right for me. I feel bad, but whenever I've had it, I've been more anxious and felt worse with multiple different kinds. My dad got me a new prescription without telling me and said I had to take it. My dad is kind of emotionally abusive, which is fun, and very controlling. I talked to my therapist, and she said if it's forced down my throat, then I probably won't want to take it and will have a negative thought with the idea of medicine. She literally told me to throw it away and pretend to take it for now. But she says I should take it just at my own speed because I'm in control. I don't know what to do. I feel worse. But yeah, I'm a mess. Okay. I agree. I am not a professional, so I have no, like, I can't tell you how to deal with this situation. Your therapist is who you should be listening to in this situation. And honestly, that's all that I can really say is that you should listen to your therapist. 'Cause she's the professional, and when medicine's involved, I can't give you advice. I'm not the one who knows best in that situation. She's right. The medicine is for, like, it's there to help you, but you do have to be in the right mindset if you want it to do what it's supposed to do for you. So no, you shouldn't be forced to take it. I agree, just pretend to take it, but don't actually if it's something that's being forced on you. But also, the medicine's there to help you. But if it's also giving you, I'm assuming it's the same medicine you've had before, and it's giving you anxiety. And I'd wonder where the anxiety's coming from. Is it the medicine side effect? Or is it that you're nervous about taking medicine for, you know, the problems that you're having? But that's a situation I honestly can't even really comment on. That is something that you should just 100% be listening to your therapist on, because I can't. When medicine's involved, it's out of my out of my jurisdiction. But definitely take it at your own pace. It is there to help you, and when it's taken in the right mindset, it can really change your whole life and all of your views, and it can be a really amazing thing. Because you finally get to live life and be happy, and it's such a great... Some people are afraid of taking medicine, and I think a lot of people have a crutch with their mental illness where they don't know who they are without it, and it's a big part of their identity, and they don't want to take medicine because they feel like it'll change who they are, but it will genuinely only bring happiness into your life, and it'll take away all of, like, the bad thoughts, and it'll just make life how it's supposed to be for you. You'll be the same person, just you won't have these struggles, and you'll get to be an even better version of yourself. You won't be a different version of yourself. You won't be a different person. You'll just be the way you're supposed to, I don't know. I don't want to say supposed to be, but I read something somewhere that a lot of people will hold on to their mental illness as a part of their identity, and they're afraid to take medicine because they don't know who they'll be without that part of them. But you'll only be all of the good parts of yourself and more. You won't be a different person. You'll just be, I don't know. I'm not a professional. Shannon sent 100 stars and said, have you tried searching in desert temples yet? I usually find them there. Also, I meet with the general surgeon Friday to schedule gallbladder removal. I'm scared. I'm very sorry. I believe that's a very routine procedure, so I'm sure that you'll be totally fine. You're in great hands. I have searched desert temples. The hard part about OneLife is that there's so many biomes with the mods. It's impossible to find a desert that's literally not been searched already. So it's better for me to be in mine shafts, because there's literally no desert for me to search anymore. I did search a ton, though, and there was nothing. Literally nothing. I've searched so much, so many hours, nothing. Searched in the best places, according to the Minecraft wiki, desert temples, you name it. Dungeons are the number one. But trust me, I searched everything imaginable, and we're still here, just with one. Where is it? It's in the backpack because I didn't want to eat it by accident. Is it me or do I feel like I'm taking therapy from SHUBBLE? That's where I'm not a therapist. I can only give advice, like, from my own bank of thoughts and experiences. My experience is never going to be the same as your experience. It's always going to be different. Each one of ours is different. And I am not a professional, so I'm not always going to be giving you the advice that maybe is the best for you. So always keep that in mind. I don't actually know the right answer. I can only give you the best advice that I feel I can offer from my own personal experiences. But you know what I feel? Therapy needs to be normalized for not only people who are struggling with anything mentally, but also people who aren't. Therapy needs to be normalized as a thing that just like is available for literally anyone, even if you don't have any kind of problem or anything to talk about. What am I looking for? I'm looking for an arrow. Oh, I do have the torches. Okay. I think it needs to be normalized. That one almost got me. That one almost got me. Really thought that was gonna be it. It has to happen today. It has to. It has to. It's already been an hour. Ah, there's a donation. Anthony sent 101 stars. Sorry I missed the Apex stream, but I got a concussion from playing soccer at school and passed out early. Still don't feel good, so I might fall asleep this stream, but I'm sorry if I do, and sorry for missing a stream. Never apologize for living your life and not being around for a stream. You are totally fine. You don't have to be at every stream. I'm sorry you got a concussion. I've been there. Did I ever tell that story? Do we want a story time on the time I got a concussion? Because I was bullied and girls literally wanted me to die. Literally almost killed me. Not literally, but like kind of. We can tell that story time. Therapy is good for anyone to have a third party to talk to. Honestly, do we want to have like a moment really quick? I want to have a moment really quick. Because I was thinking about this in the car on the way home today. Because I was on like an hour drive from where I was earlier today. I had a meeting for a thing. I'm an adult. I was thinking about it. Okay. Nobody asked me about this at all, but I feel like it's general information that may help a lot of you because of a lot of your ages and a lot of where you're at in life and just life. This is the thought process that I had in the car today. I was thinking about how, and I'm sure a lot of you, spill that tea! Oh, we'll do the story time on me getting the concussion in a second. I want to have a different story time, a more deep story time, because we're in a very deep place right now, y'all. So, I'm sure all of us have had this universal experience because literally everything's relatable because everyone's gone through the same things. We've all had a period in our lives where probably we felt like we didn't have anybody to talk to. Maybe we didn't have a lot of very close friends. Maybe we didn't feel very close to any members of our families. And maybe there was a period in our life where we were dealing with a lot of negative feelings and a lot was going on and we felt like there was not a single person we can talk to. I think that's a very universal thing for a lot of people. And a lot of people will tell you that there is somebody that you can talk to, you know, or a friend will be like, you can always talk to me. And a parent will always be like, you can always come to me. But a lot of the times when you're in that feeling, in that place, in your head, you're like, I can't really talk to them. And I get that. I feel that. I've been there. We're like, you'll have a friend be like, you can always talk to me. And in your head, you're like, but I can't really. Like, they're just not the right kind of close relationship, personal friend that you need to talk about certain things. And there's a period in your life where you just feel there's not a single person and you're carrying the weight of all these feelings and you don't have anybody to share it with. That's a huge burden. I've been there. I would say the age 13 is when I was at that place. Why are we talking about this? Nobody asked me this at all. Literally nobody asked me to talk about this. But I feel like it's an important thought to get out there, so I'm going to continue. No, I lost the thought! Give me a second. Pickles and fetus. I don't know what Lisa's talking about. She's on a whole different... She's in a different dimension right now. So yeah, we've all felt that. We're carrying the weight of all of these feelings and all of this stuff that's going on in our lives. And when you're at the age where I was at when I first felt this way, 13, your brain is wired to make you feel like it is never going to end, that negative feeling, that no one's ever going to understand what you're feeling, which is why it feels like there's not anybody who can talk to you or who you can talk to, even if they're a person who's like, you can literally come talk to me. Your brain at that age is telling you, no, Nobody will ever understand. It is the worst thing that's happening to you in your life, and it will never get better. That is what your brain is telling you at that age. I learned this in psychology. I've taken a lot of college courses for a lot of general things. So I have a lot of general knowledge, not a lot of specifics though. But that's how your brain is wired at that age. Everything's happening to you, and it is the end of the world when a feeling is that heavy for you and you don't have anybody to share it with. That is a terrible way of living life. And I know how that feels because I've been there. Where like you just didn't have any close friends. You just didn't have maybe friends at all. I was there because my friends bullied me. This is the important part of the story I'm trying to get at. I have felt this way as a 13-year-old where literally everything just like life was so difficult. It was almost unbearable because I was carrying the weight of so much. And I think a lot of people who feel this kind of sadness so deeply also at the same time have giant hearts. You have to have such a big heart to feel any kind of emotion so deeply. So at the same time, you can feel happiness and love so immensely. You also feel sadness so extremely. It's just the side effect of having a huge, gigantic heart. But the difference between feeling this way as a 13-year-old and feeling this way as an adult, because I also, in the last year or two, felt this way again. Maybe, yeah, a year or two ago, I felt this way again as an adult, and it's such a different experience. And this is why it's so important to make it from the time that you're 13 to the time that you're an adult. We're gonna get heavy. It's so important to make it through that first time because it's not, I need to like think for a second. I felt this way as an adult, and feeling that way as an adult is so different from feeling that way as a 13-year-old because at that point you know that it's not a feeling you'll have forever. It is not the end of the world. There are so many opportunities for so much happiness in your life that you just have to stick around for. And as an adult, you know these things because you've already dealt with it. You've already lived life. You've already, in that time between being 13 and being an adult, experienced so many opportunities of happiness that you know, even if you get back to that feeling of not having a single person you feel like you can share anything with and bearing the weight of all these negative feelings, as an adult, you know it is not forever. You will get through it. There is another side to it, and there's so much happiness out there for you as long as you're willing to wait for it and push through it. Therapy will help you a lot in these situations also. This is why therapy needs to be normalized because you shouldn't have to bear the weight of all these feelings ever alone as a child, as a teenager, or as an adult. I did it alone. Shouldn't have done that. Probably should have gone to therapy at either of these times. But as a kid, it's very hard to go to your parents even to ask to go to talk to a professional. That's a hard thing to bring up. But that's why it's so important that when you're a kid feeling this way to know once you get past it, you're going to have so much happiness. Even if you end up getting to a place like that again, you need to know that it's not forever because when you're 13, your brain will tell you, this is the worst feeling and it will never go away. It's the same for when you've ever felt like a really deep loss for either a loved one, a pet, or a relationship. If you feel that deep loss, it's really hard to imagine seeing the other side not feeling that way anymore. And I felt that too. And as someone who has felt that and then has felt better, that's why that phrase, that cliche, it gets better, is such a true statement, but also is a huge cliche because that's what everybody says. But that's because everybody has gotten to the other side and it is better over here. It's just a matter of getting through it. No matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it is, there is another side to it and you have to get through it because as a teenager especially, it is the hardest. Nobody asked me about this. Why did I start talking? I don't know why I was thinking about this in the car. And honestly, even as an adult, I still consider, I probably will eventually end up going to therapy just to talk a lot of these things out with somebody who is professionally trained to help me understand the feelings I'm having. Because you can talk to friends, and a lot of you probably do have friends that you feel like you can share a lot with, but they aren't professionals, and they aren't going to be able to help you understand all of these feelings properly. They're not going to be able to help you deal with them properly. Nobody asked me any of these questions, but I hope that any of that helped at all, because I am a 25-year-old woman. And at 13, I thought that life was so unbearable that there was not ever going to be a time where it was ever going to get any better. And I know what that feels like, and it's a really hard feeling to deal with, and it's really hard to see another side. But then as an adult, I'm on the other side, and I've also even gotten back to that place where I felt like life was really unbearable to not have a single person you felt like you could ever share anything with. And now here we are, where everything's better, because as an adult, I know that that's not true. But as a teenager, you don't know that that's not true. Your brain doesn't let you understand that that is not the end of the world. Spillin' truth tea with Shubble. I don't know that this was necessary for me to talk to. Literally nobody asked me to talk about this. It just seemed relevant with a lot of questions people were asking. And also, I think I was thinking about it very deeply because a lot of people in their DMs to me were asking for a lot of advice for just how to keep going. That was a very common question. And I think that's important for you guys all to know, is that 25, this girl, she's like, you're 25. A lot of you were asking for the same advice. Anyone who asked for specific advice was all about the same thing. How do I get through it? How do I feel better about myself? How do I, just I need motivation to keep going. That was a very common ask of people who I slid in the DMs of. Because it's a very universal feeling when you're in that, like, teenage age. Yeah. So I think that's why I was thinking about it, because I was like, there's a lot of people feeling the same exact way. And that's important for you to know, is that so many people have felt this way. Please go to therapy if you need it. And go if you don't, as long as you can afford it. I know that that's not a thing that everyone can. Did I open this? Oh yeah, I did. That was a bummer. Brianna's 100 stars. Oh my god, Shelby, I relate so much. Also being 25, I can say that with age, you see hindsight so clearly. That's why it's so important to get past those really hard teenage years. Nothing will ever be harder. The hardest year of my entire life, I think, was 13. Being 13 years old was the hardest time in my life, because your brain just makes everything so much worse. Because the world is against you. Nobody can understand. It's just the way your brain is wired at that age. But when you're an adult, you're like, wow, that's crazy. That's insane to think that way. And even when you get to a sad feeling like that ever again, there's no amount of sadness that you can feel once you understand the reality of it as an adult that will ever make you feel like, I don't know, that there's no end to it. You'll never feel that way. Or maybe you will. And if you do, you should go to therapy. You should seek professional help. I bought a dog to help me with a lot of my issues, and he does. I love my strange pup, and he will be there soon. He'll be 3 soon, and then we have to adjust to the baby boy together. That's kind of part of the reason I got this one. Living alone was a huge deal for me. I never had done it before. I moved out here with a roommate, and then I lived with H, and then I was living alone. And that was really, really scary, and I needed some kind of support, like a little emotional support, and that's what she was for me. Not on paper, she's not my emotional support, but I might do that, because then it makes it easier for me to, like, just bring her in places I want to bring her. Emily sent 100 stars. When I was 6, my aunt said, if you keep things in, it'll burn a hole in your stomach, as like a joke. And then I actually got really scared, because that's all I've ever done. Thank you for your speech. I know I needed something like that. Thank you for letting me know that even at least one of you did actually need something like that, because nobody prompted me to say any of that stuff. I just felt compelled to. Yeah, it's a very unbearable feeling to live life carrying the weight of all of these negative feelings and thoughts, and just there's so much happening to you at that age, and it's a terrible way to live life carrying the weight of all of it alone, and you shouldn't. I just clicked a bunch of stuff, and I don't know where my mouse was at when I did it. Nothing closed though, so I guess we're fine. We're gonna continue on looking for apples. It'll be really weird for people who aren't here right now watching this live to come back and watch this later and be like, what happened in that stream? We all come out crying. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't cry. When I was having the same exact thought process today, I cried in the car. And like, it was a good cry. I feel like anyone who's gone through feeling such a deep negative or any kind of deep emotion in their life, anyone who's ever had to go through something like that, I feel like only comes out with a huge heart. And I think that that's where I'm at, because I feel things so deeply. I feel like I'm so empathetic towards people. I can't do the do not cry challenge, because I will instantly cry as soon as I know anybody else is experiencing an emotion of either happiness, joy, sadness. I'm done for. I can't not cry and feel so deeply for those people, which is why it brings me so much happiness to make other people happy. I don't know. I feel like I'm giving myself therapy right now. I cried more at Rhyme. Honestly, I also cried at Rhyme. I cry so easily. As soon as I see another person experiencing any kind of emotion that compels them to cry, I'm out. I'm done. I'm crying, and I'm on the couch for the rest of the night. But also, I like to cry every once in a while. That's not a thing you hear very often. It's a very good feeling, and it's actually very good mentally for you to release. Like, when you cry, your body is genuinely releasing things that it needs to. Hello. And if you don't, it's a very negative impact on your emotional state to not cry when you genuinely have these things you need to release. So I love to cry because it's healthy. Instead of going to the doctor, I have a good cry. I'm gonna try and get to this little end bit of this mine shaft because that's a little better to try and get at. We're right here. Or is this literally gonna be... Oh. Well, that's not what I expected at all. Is this really? This is all that it is. Why did I do this? Why did I come up here? I just got here. I'm not sure what's happening. Oh, he missed a lot. Down to 111 stars. Oh, and it's scrolling away. Why does this happen? We love it when you talk about your life problems. We need a Shubble podcast, and if there is a name, it's Shubcast. I feel like I need maybe not a podcast, except for lobby talk. Ooh, this is fun. How do I... Is there like a way to get to the rest of this? There it is. Okay. I like what Liza Koshy just started doing. She like started a little advice series. That could be a lot of fun. But also, I don't want to pretend like I know the right answer to any of the problems people may be having. Wait, was I not over here? I have no idea. No, it's not. It's a different thing. Okay, what is happening? I don't know. I've thought about doing like a little advice thing, but I also don't have the right answers to all of the problems that people may need advice for. But there's value in any kind of... Did I miss? Oh no, I got him. I feel like there's not gonna be... Is there a dungeon in here? Perchance. No. That would have been nice. Oh yeah, we don't want to... We're having a very deep moment, but we also want to be aware that this could be... Certain things can be very triggering for people. And I'm sorry if I got a little deep. I'm sorry for that. If anyone was very uncomfortable by that. Yeah. It just made me sad to read so many DMs of people who are just struggling so hard with motivation to just generally keep going. And that was such a common and frequent request, was advice for how to do that. And so I've just been thinking on that a lot. Please. It's literally not going to happen today. It's already been an hour and 15 minutes. We're not getting one today. And then I'm going to have to do this all over again. What's this over here? Okay. I'm not even scared anymore. I'm just angry and just waiting for my apple. Better show up. This is Prismarine. This is honestly the coolest. Where's this zombie? This is the coolest mine shaft that I could have come across. There's a Prismarine one. Where are all these noises coming from? There's a lot happening. There they are! That's a weird. Alright, anyways. Show me a chest. This is no longer mine shaft. Oh no! I need to crack my neck. Oh, there it is! Oh, that was what it needed. I need to go get a massage tomorrow, I think. I got a professional massage for the first time the other day. I have to do that every week now. Can't live life without one of those. I'm trying to think of other advice that I was writing in the letters that there was like a very common question from people. needing advice on very specific things, and it was just like reoccurring similar questions. One of the most important things is, I think, make sure you're being kind to yourself and your own thoughts, because that's where you tend to be the meanest to yourself and the most unforgiving is in your own thoughts about yourself. And it takes practice, and even if it's all lies at first, if you're like, you look really good, and you're like, I don't actually feel like I do, it's just good practice to do that for yourself. Oh yeah, that's what we want, people! Let's get up in there. The baby one scared me. The baby one scared me a lot. Why are there more? Why do I hear more? Where are the others? Where am I and why didn't I see this on the map? Oh. I hear more. Where? They're above me. Okay, this is fine. Y'all, let us pray. This, I really want it to be it, you know? I also hate all of these sounds that are happening. There's not like another one up there, right? Why is there so much happening above me? You know what? I don't want zombies falling on my head. I responded to your DM since you have not seen it. I have seen every one of them. I don't know if it gives like a little check or anything. I don't think there's a read receipt for DMs. I'm not answering any of them, but I have written every letter to everyone who I DM'd who answered me, and I will be writing letters to anyone who has yet to answer me whenever they do. But I'm not... I'm gonna cry. I was just in my head gonna make a joke about how I earned this apple after all of this therapy session. Which is dumb, but now I'm crying. Oh my goodness. We did it. Imagine this other chest on my left. Hold on. Could you imagine if there's a second one in here? I'd honestly be more angry than anything. Oh, we get to go home. We get to go home tomorrow. We're gonna have a OneLife episode where I'm making the sword. We're not gonna do it today only because I want to do that for the episode tomorrow. I get to now send out a thumbnail for my thumbnail maker of me with the sword. I might have actually done that a month ago or 2 months ago. I might have already pre-prepared having that thumbnail and just haven't been able to use it yet because I do that a lot. Did I do that this time? No. Oh wait, yeah, I have a thumbnail of me finding a god apple. Ooh. Wait, why did I didn't use this one. Do I do a thumbnail with the second god apple? No, you know what? I have a pumpkin skin in this. I'm gonna send the, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. For this one moment only. You may use caps to congratulate me. Thank you everybody. I wouldn't have been able to do this without all of you and your support. I can't wait to leave here forever and never touch a mineshaft ever again in my entire life in this game. Really hope there's not ever going to be something that requires a god apple ever again. I'm going to literally write out my thumbnail to my thumbnail maker right now so I don't forget. We're done. Forever. Literally never have to do a mineshaft ever again. I can't wait to upload this video. We're going to have a OneLife episode tomorrow. Making the sword. I'm going to go just fight everything I can get my hands on. I'm going to fight people. I'm going to fight monsters. I'm going to fight myself. I was getting really discouraged by the fact that it's already been over an hour. And I still hadn't gotten the apple yet. I didn't think we were going to get it today. I was like, oh my gosh. You know what that means, y'all? Guess what? You guys are going to be the first to know. Tomorrow is going to be the start of OneLife Week Part 2. We're going to do another OneLife Week because I have been falling behind on OneLife. And so tomorrow we're going to have making the Nether Star Sword and then leave all your comments on that video of what you want me to do for the rest of the week because we're going to have another OneLife Week. Boom. I'm excited. Everyone's using caps. All right, in a few minutes though, I'm a put a cap on the caps. What do we do now for 40 minutes? We're not making the sword. We are waiting until tomorrow for OneLife week day 1, part 2, day 1. Day 1, part 2? I don't know. Don't fight yourself, you'll die. Oh yeah, because it does so much damage. I know. Alright, I really hate all the zombie noises. I'm gonna go ahead and write this. I have to pee. Literally instantly have to pee because I'm so excited. I'm like a dog. Shubble with a fancy, glowing, large iron sword. This is what I tell my thumbnail maker because he doesn't know what an advanced nether star sword is. So I tell him just like a really fancy iron sword that's glowing. We got donations. Kayla said 100 stars and said, thank you. You almost didn't go up a level. I almost didn't. Could you imagine? I bet you I've passed so many god apples because there were so many times where I just didn't want to go into a certain part of a mine shaft. But we finally did it. Heather sent 200 stars and said, congratulations, Shelby. When the stream ends, I'm going to make edible cookie dough for my daughter and I. I may have to go celebrate and do that for myself because that sounds amazing. If you guys have never done that, or they even sell, I think Nestle sells an edible cookie dough. It's just without egg. Holy cow. You gotta have that. Holding it high above her head in excitement. These are like the descriptions that I give to my thumbnail artist, and then he just like makes it happen, you know? Shannon said 100 stars. Can you go read Lauren's will now? Congratulations and please don't die. I want to save that for tomorrow's episode. I don't want to do anything on stream. I know there's 130 of you, but when I put out that episode tomorrow and I finally make the sword, I'll go read her will. There's going to be like 50,000 of you, so I think I want to save that for, not to toot my own horn. I want to save that for the video. I will 100% do it. Thank you for letting me know because I honestly, if you didn't tell me today that she died, I would have uploaded tomorrow's video never knowing and never addressing that. Holy cow! Holy cow! All right, we're going to end the caps now because some of you are not using it anymore for the proper reasons. I know, I see y'all who love caps. We're going to end the caps now. Rules are now in effect again. As soon as that's said out loud on Facebook, I know it'll be 2 minutes before you hear it. All right, I sent that description over to the thumbnail maker. Let them work their magic. Let us leave and never return. I think that I actually want to staircase out, though, because we're not risking... Hold on. Ooh, there's like a lot of zombies happening here. I think it's because I've been standing here for so long. Boom. Two. Rest in peace, caps. Yep, no more caps. Thank you guys all for your support and participation. I also got nearly 2 stacks of diamonds in this endeavor. Holy cow. You know what I want to do? You know what could be a fun OneLife episode? And I really don't want to say this out loud because I know it'll require me going through like chests and dungeons again. But I want to get the rainbow rune to put on. I believe, could I put on the advanced nether star sword? It just makes your weapon rainbow, but I don't know if it works on modded weapons. I would love to do that for an episode. And I think I'm missing a few runes. And you get those from dungeon chests, you get those from mine shafts, and I really don't want to have to do that again, but I kind of also really want the rainbow rune. Maybe I'll go around and ask a bunch of people first on the server if they have the ones I'm looking for. Because I think I'm missing just one color. Oh, I guess silver dies. Honestly, I drown because if I dug straight up, that's why we're not risking this. I'm going to get up to the surface. Can we not? I'm going to get on my wyvern. I don't even want to use the map because one time I used the map and it put me in the middle of the sky in the air. Not today. That's not happening. No, we're going to fly the whole way and we're going to be real careful about it. Why am I so... I'm in the ocean. I literally am in the ocean. This may not be a good idea, actually, at all. But here we are. Okay, we just reached the beach. What are the odds? We're in the middle of an ocean. We just managed to get to the beach. It works on modded weapons. Ooh, then I would love to make my advanced nether star sword rainbow. Oh no, we are in the ocean. Okay. Oh. No, we're like, oh. Well, this is something I can deal with just fine. My bow almost was like done for. We're gonna just chuck all of this trash in the ocean, as you never should do. But in Minecraft you can. Ice Boy, we're gonna go home. We only have to go in one direction, which appears to be this way, all the way back. Because I went in one straight line to make sure that I didn't have to load any new chunks on my way back. Make it super easy so I don't lag on my way home. We're not gonna press shift ever at all. I'm holding my pinky firmly on control. And now I'm going to be able to leave Ice Boy at my house to share with Callum, because a lot of people were like, you're supposed to be sharing him. And I am going to be sharing him, and I meant to be sharing him. Callum just didn't need it as of late, but also I wasn't on the one time that he actually did need it. And I fully intend to get him one if they were to start spawning in the Wyvern lair. You want to go to the Wyvern lair for like the last 30 minutes? We could do that. Just going to hit shift and die. At least I'm over the ocean right now if I was going to do it. But no, we're not going to do that today. I am a long way from home. About 10,000 blocks. But that's okay. Because we have all of the apples we need. We're already lagging. But that's okay. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to get like nice. I'm going to go to the gym. You know what I've decided? I always say that I'm going to go to the gym. And then a lot of the times I don't go. And then I'm like, I don't really like where my body's at. And I would love to, you know, tone it up a little bit and feel better about myself. But it's not going to happen if I'm just going to sit in the mirror and complain about it. So I'm going to do something about it. Because I'm feeling real motivated today. They thought I couldn't do it. Oh, you know what? I think we just came across a desert. If I was paying attention to the map when I was under the desert. What are the odds if I were to just like duck into one desert temple here? Because I'm sure this is an undiscovered desert. There's a mesa. I should have been paying attention. I bet you there's so many god apples I went past. I'm not going to think about it. Not even going to look. I don't even want to know. I have them. I don't need to worry about it anymore. There's a temple. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Not worth it. My eye's itchy. Leaves apple in chest. Could you imagine? No, it's in my backpack. What is that? Oh, that was a tiger. Honestly, the last 30 minutes of the stream might be spent literally going home. Watch the glitch happen all the time. Watch the server get reset and they'll be like, sorry guys, we had a reset for the last couple hours. Luckily, the first apple was a while ago that I got it, but no. I would have a very strongly worded letter to send to the mystery man if that happened. He still owes me a Frostmaw pet. In fact, I'm going to send a DM to the mystery man to remind him that I am missing a Frostmaw pet from him. There we go, there we go. We're going to let that load a little bit. I worked out today. Good for you! It's a good feeling, and it's really good to just even... Because, like, the gym doesn't sound like a fun thing for anybody ever. Or for some people, I guess they like it, but... it's a really good thing to just... I go, and I just speed walk a mile or two. Or I'll go for 30 minutes and just, like, do a nice little fast walk. I don't run. I don't lift things. But it's really good for your body just to move any amount in a day. So like 30 minutes of my day is not a big deal. I should be going every day, do 30 minutes just walking a nice decent pace on the treadmill. And I'm going to start that again tonight because I was going like a week ago. I started going and then Apex came out and it ruined everything. We're going to start doing that again. It's very good for the body, good for the mind, good for the soul. This is not good. The rest of the world's not loading and I'm not okay with that. I love the gym. It's so relaxing. It's good to get to a place where you can say you love the gym because a lot of people don't feel that way. It's a really hard thing to do. To bring yourself to go to the gym, especially when a lot of people going to the gym have a lot of different goals. Depending on what your goal is, it's very hard to bring yourself to go to the gym. You need such motivation, and we all know that that's one of like the hardest things to keep. As a YouTuber, I know that that's a very difficult thing to keep sometimes. And especially when you're going to the gym for a reason that's maybe like getting you down a little bit and it's something you're trying to put effort into for your own sake and your own body and, you know, for your own self-image. It can be really hard to keep that motivation, especially if you don't see the progress immediately, which you don't. It takes a couple weeks sometimes multiple weeks, sometimes like months before you really see what you're doing. And that's a really long time to try and keep motivation for something that's maybe not the most enjoyable, you know? Can we not have this conversation? I don't know if that's a serious, we don't want to talk about the gym. You gotta make time and don't quit. But that's such a hard thing. And I know a lot of people, I've tried to go to the gym so many different times where I was like, okay, I'm gonna start going to the gym again regularly. And I've done that many times. I can't relate. Okay, the one time I'm not relatable because I'm talking about the gym. Crazier crap, let's finish your house. Oh, we're taking that one layer at a time per episode because that'll give me something to do every Crazier Craft episode, but then also leave room for lots of other stuff each episode. So it's not 100% building. We're going to take this whole 30 minutes, I bet you, just getting home. It's going to take the whole rest of the stream. Oop, and we have a mountain to avoid. Ooh, is there going to be a frost moth? They were having issues spawning. They spawn in some really weird places. They're supposed to spawn at the top of Alps, which I didn't even know because this is a modded biome. So I didn't think they would spawn here. But they've just like not been spawning at all, which is weird, which is why the mystery man owes me one. But we're gonna check because you never know. Sometimes the server's working right, and sometimes you get what you're looking for, and other times you don't. Where are we at on the map? Let's be really careful because I'm really high up. Let's just not touch anything for a little bit. And let me just float down a little lower. I went a little too high trying to avoid these mountains. Let's just get a little bit lower, just a little, so I don't die. Spirit water. Oh yeah, there's spring water in the Alps still. That was I don't think anyone really cares. People have still died, which is one of the important things, and we did decide that we're limiting it only to home spas, so it's not a big deal to be able to still go out and find any. But you cannot carry it with you in buckets. That was one of the rules. This is where they're supposed to spawn, and I saw it in people's videos where they were spawning here, and then I went, and none of them spawned, which is why I needed the mystery man's help. A bunch of mammoths. Didn't want that. Didn't ask for it. Okay. I can't wait. What am I gonna have for dinner today? I don't want to order food again. I would love to go pick something up to cook. Anybody have any thoughts? Any ideas? She was gonna get to the top and just yeet herself off by accident. Ooh, look at that, a sea temple. Ooh, look at that, another Alp. I'm not going up there anymore. That's not worth it. I'll just have the mystery man give me the frost maw that I'm owed. Plus, I have my crystal. And I'm supposed to have the sun mask because I literally fought 3 different sun gods and I didn't get the mask. But it's supposed to be like 100%. Like, I'm supposed to have that. So, things are broken because I also didn't get the frost maw crystal until the mystery man gave it to me. But, you know, that made me so upset. That hurt. That hurt my stomach. Oh, my brain. I have a headache. Literally instantly. That was terrifying. Never flying that low near a sea temple, but never gonna fly too high to die. Let's get out of the ocean, please. I don't like this. This is uncomfortable. Okay, I'm thinking healthy because I will be going to the gym. I think that I need to eat first and then wait and then go to the gym because I feel like I need to eat. Like, I feel like I need food before I go to the gym, and then I'll just wait a little bit and then go to the gym. But we want, like, a little bit of a healthy thing, you know? So, no to the cookie, no to the cheesecake, no to spaghetti. Although that is that might be like a good one, but I want something a little bit fun, you know? Butternut squash, that's not fun. Man, we went really far from home for this apple. This is what it took for me. It took so many hours to travel so far. I'm just going in a straight line. Apples, that's not enough of a meal. A grilled chicken salad. Okay, now I'm gonna be a really picky eater person. I don't like meat in my salad. I don't like cheese in my salad. I don't like I just want vegetables in my salads. I don't like when there's chicken on my salad because I want to eat them separately. I don't like when there's dressing on my chicken or when there's like chicken sauce, whatever you're dipping the chicken in, on my salad. You know, I believe they should be separate. But I may do those separately, maybe some grilled chicken and a salad. Pasta salad and butter bread. Butter bread might not be the healthiest, but ooh, I do love a good macaroni salad. I love a good suddenly salad. Does anyone know what that is? I might go pick up one of those and then make like some chicken or something. I'm a Leo. Who was asking? I'm a Leo. Can you tell? Do you know? Are you a zodiac person? Did you clock me as a Leo? Hot Pocket. No. DiGiorno. If I tweeted at them, I'm sure they would mail me some coupons for DiGiorno. But it's not the healthiest, although I really love their... Am I still mining fatigue? Oh my god, that's so long. Look at that. That's fun. What was I saying? Oh. I love their stuffed crust pizza. Oh, now I want that. Oh, I'm going to end up going to the store and buying that instead. Dang it. Why did you have to do this to me? This is all your fault. Who said that? My birthday is August 20th. If you're curious what my moon sign is, it's Capricorn, I think. I don't remember. I think that it was Capricorn, but now I'm thinking it was something else with an L, and I'm not really sure what that would even be. What is the other sign that starts with an L? I think it was Capricorn. That was my moon sign. Don't know what that means, but apparently I was told that the moon sign is more accurate at telling who you are as a person than your like, uh-oh. I have frozen. Are you sponsored? By what? Oh no, DiGiorno's just, they literally follow me on Twitter and have sent me so many coupons for free pizza. I'm not sponsored, they just are super cool. Whoever runs that Twitter, I don't even know who it is. They'll like respond to my tweet and then they'll respond to the followers in my tweet. And they sent me like 10 coupons for free pizzas. And I was like, I'm gonna eat forever, or for only 10 days. You know, either one. Chubby's hot? What? That is such a funny comment. McDonald's replied to us once and Sophie yelled at them. Why did you yell at McDonald's? What did McDonald's do to you? I'd love if Wendy's followed me, but right now it's really just DiGiorno and Pocky. Pocky follows me, but Pocky never sent me any Pocky. Maybe I gotta slide in somebody's DMs. You're basically sponsored. They don't pay me though. Make sure you know what's being sponsored is, so you're aware when you're watching a sponsorship from a YouTuber. You should be fully informed on what that means. And don't get it mistaken. Because DiGiorno's not paying me any money. And I can say negative things about DiGiorno if I ever felt the need to. I just don't feel the need to because I do like their pizza genuinely. Hey Shelby, Raphael sent 100 stars. Hey Shelby, you should try some Filipino cuisines. You and H should try and make a series out of it, trying different kind of food around the world. I did a thing with Megan where we tried different Japanese snacks and they were so good. I would love to try other ones from other countries. That would be super cool. No one asked for McDonald's opinion. Were they? Okay. All right. Do I need to tell Wendy's to follow you? No, Wendy's Twitter is too good to be on, like, for me to be on their radar. No offense to, like, DiGiorno for me being on their radar and them sending me coupons for pizza, but Wendy's is like their top tier Twitter material. If I was ever going to be someone who ran people's Twitters for professionally, which is like low-key, like maybe a backup plan if YouTube fails, I would love to be Wendy level. Wendy's level Twitter management would be great. The crazy thing is that my only social media that I have where I have followers who only follow me for that purpose, other than YouTube, obviously, but I have people who follow my Twitter just for my tweets. They don't know that I do YouTube. They don't care that I do YouTube. They don't follow me anywhere else. They just want the tweets. And I think that's a really fun thing. And I'm proud of that fact because I love Twitter so much. I'm very proud of my Twitter. I worked so hard on it every day. Writing drafts. Remember when I was afraid of savannas? Now I'd be like, bring it. Where's the sun god? I'd love to fight a fourth one. Except he won't drop his mask because something's broken about it. Am I going too far? Where's home. Where am I about to land? Because I don't want that to be a problem. Let's land, like, float over here. Where's... I went in one straight line, so I should be... You know... I should reach home eventually, right? I don't know. You should be verified on Twitter. I would love to be. But they don't have applications open anymore currently. And I don't have, like, a contact to reach out to about it. Shane follows you. Yeah, he does. And I'm scared that he might have muted me. But that's also okay. Better than unfollowing me. I can't imagine. You know who followed me recently that I was like, whoa. Jenna Marbles followed me after I made that tweet about her. But then I looked at her Twitter. She follows so many people. She'll never see my tweets. But it felt good, and it was a nice little moment for me. But yeah, there's some, like... As Shane should. I don't know why. I think it was... I replied to a couple of his tweets with, like, funny little responses. And I think he liked them, and so he followed me. I don't know how many people he follows or how many of them he has muted. I can only imagine that all of the, like, really cool people who follow me have me muted. What are your courts? No idea. No clue. Have no idea. We'll have no idea once I get to my house. I decided to go in one direction, and I figured eventually the map would load my house, and I'd be like, ah, I know where I am. Think I might be lost. Yeah, not to flex. But she also follows a ton of people. I couldn't ever follow that many people. She's like thousands. Hi, Far. I follow, I think, 600 people. Kayla, I'm assuming, not Shayla. Unless it's Shayla. I think it's Shayla. I think we've gone over this once before. Send 100 stars. I don't mean to be annoying, I'm sorry, but I just want to say that we have the same birthday, and we're both Leos. Okay, love you, bye. How could that ever be annoying? I love a good Leo. We're the best, first of all. No one can disagree. Even other signs are like, yeah, Leo's pretty cool. And thank you for the stars. Yeah, I don't know where my house is at. Is spawn 0-0? Have I gone, like... I feel like I went way too far. I think I went way too far. Look at my negative X. I think I went way too far. Should I be going towards 0-0? Probably, right? Let's go towards 0-0. I think that's where... I think I went way too far in the negative X. But I went in a straight line. How did this even happen? I guess with the mine shaft, I ended up going like in a billion different directions, but I kept going in the same direction. Oh, no. We're finding my house today. I just read a comment that my next episode is me finding my house. We doing that today. I literally went 10,000 blocks in the opposite direction. That's how far off I am. Please, send me home. Are you sure you're going the right way? Nope, not at all anymore. And I broke the world because it's not loading. Okay, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna try and hit 0-0. That's where we should be heading. I went way far. Whoops. I'm a lost boy. Oh no, what have I done? I went in a literal straight line. How is this even... Wait, am I going up now? How did this even happen? Hold on, I can't. What direction am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I have to bring the negative down. Is it this way? Yeah, we're just gonna go this way. Nope, I'm doing the wrong one. It's this way. Okay, I must have gone at an angle this... Like, I don't know what I did. I don't know why the coordinates don't load fast enough for me, so I'm gonna have F3 open for a while. I do keep lagging. It is very scary, and I'm afraid of falling out of the sky, but we're not gonna get anywhere near that temple because I had mining fatigue for way too long, and the little doom thing that went across the screen scared me so bad. All right, so we're gonna get out of the negative. We're gonna go this way. I was even still going the wrong way. I am very lost, and it's also very dark, and it's a blood moon, so I can't even sleep. But you know what? Blood moons on OneLife don't even mean anything anymore. Literally nothing changes. It's just like a regular night. Because nothing new spawns in blood moons. It's just like regular. Those are attractive as heck. I don't know if that's part of the sign. Everybody's attractive as heck. Let's be real. TeamSpeak Grazer and have him give you the cords for his house. Grazer's not on OneLife. He's not on this server. We're playing OneLife right now. Nobody can help me. Grazer's not on this series. So he doesn't have any coordinates that would help me in this situation. Not Grazer, wrong series. Yeah, it's okay. I know that going towards 0-0 will get me to where I need to be. I, at some point, I guess, went on an angle before I started going in just one direction exponentially, and I don't know how that ended up happening, but we're gonna get there. It's just gonna take, I feel like I already went so far, and now I have to go all the way back. 0-0, right? That's like near spawn. Am I wrong? I don't know. No idea. Oh no, I'm yawning. Oh, I have to go to the gym, and I have to eat first because food is important before going to the gym. Don't go to the gym on an empty stomach. Also, don't skip meals. I haven't been eating very well lately, and I've been skipping a ton of meals and just like eating at awful times and not going way too long without eating. If you're in a bad mood and you look at how much you've eaten in a day or the last time you ate and it's a long while from where you're at, that might be why. It'll help the way that you feel so much just to make sure you eat at every meal. Like, don't let yourself get to like a super starving point. Just eat 3 meals a day. Eat little snacks in between. I don't care what else you got going on. Don't skip any meals. Your mood, you'll just be so much happier in that day. Also drink water. It changes your entire day and the whole way that you feel to make sure that you've drank enough water and eaten enough food in a day. I was in a real bad mood when we were playing Apex towards the end because I didn't eat for way too many hours. I went too long without food and it was not good and I felt awful, and you feel so much better when you just have consistent meals every day. It will honestly help every part of your life to have just consistent meals each day. Someone watch a Joey video and get the cords. I just know if I go 0-0, I'll find spawn. I just don't know how I got this far off when I literally was mining in one direction for so long. But like 0-0 should be where, like, that's the way we want to go, I'm pretty sure. What the heck just happened? There were fireworks. Whoa! You needed a bagel. Honestly, I have bagels in my freezer from New York from the last time I visited home. They're frozen. I think I only have 2 left. I'm saving them because bagels out here and literally anywhere else in the country outside of New Jersey and New York are bad. There is not a single good bagel out here like a good New York, New Jersey bagel. So I have 2 frozen in my freezer where things freeze. And I'm saving them. Yep. My community is the nicest, and that's all because you guys are the coolest. Thank you guys so much. We had such a deep stream today. It was so real. I just picked my nose a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. You all saw it, and I didn't think about it when I did it. Every time I'm live, I do this. I like scratch the little middle part of my nose, whatever this is, septum, whatever. That's the piercing, right? I don't know. I always get itchy right in that like little center bit of my nose. What do you mean ew bagels? If you've never had a New York, New Jersey bagel, maybe then ew bagels. They're all terrible unless it's from New York, New Jersey. It's the water. That's a real thing, and I'll die on that hill because anyone who's from those places knows it's in the water. That's why the bagels and the pizza are good. It's all in the dough and the water. It's the water and the dough. And a lot of places in California, if they're New York, there's New York style, which is not real New York pizza. And then there's New York pizza in California where they literally ship out either the dough made from New York or the water from New York to make the dough here fresh. That is a real thing that they do because it is all in the water. Does anyone know what Shelby is saying? She was so quiet. Oh, I was like whispering things. I'm sorry. It's too far. Uh-oh. 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 I've made a mistake. I went into the void. I went into the void. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Ooh, what direction am I supposed to be going? This way. Okay. That was scary. Y'all. That was spooky. Alright, we're getting there. Good thing this guy's fast. I was whispering. Okay. I don't think it was very important, whatever it was. Whew. Alright, what am I going to be making for dinner? I might be having a DiGiorno pizza. I very much believe that if you're going to take the time and go to the gym every day, which I'm going to try my very best to do, I can eat whatever I want. I'm not trying to get like really like tight abs or anything like that. So I think I'm cool to just like eat how I would normally eat, plus going to the gym. It'll get me in that like little middle ground of just being more fit and being a little bit more toned without having to change my diet too harshly. Because that was one thing that I didn't want to do if I went to the gym, was like change my diet really hardcore. No more chips and soda for me, I think. I don't really drink soda ever anyway anymore. But chips, I can't buy them because I won't be able to not eat the entire bag in one sitting. And I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't know how to do that. I can only eat all of them all at once. And it's the only thing that I just have no self-control, and I don't know how to fix that. I don't know what to do. So just no buying chips ever again, never eating a chip ever again in my life. That's just the life I have to live now. Because it's better for me. Tight abs. I don't like the look of like really flat, tight little stomach ab things. You should have a little bit of something there, you know? But if you don't, that's totally fine. But like, I don't want that look of like just really tight abs. That's way too hard. That you need to really change your diet. You need to really do a hardcore gym regimen. I just want to go on the treadmill and lose a little bit of my legs, a little bit of my butt, a little bit of my tummy, because I feel like I gained a little bit of weight because I've been eating a lot of junk, and I ate a whole bag of Funyuns yesterday. I opened the bag, started eating it. I was going to eat them while I wrote out Valentine's. I didn't stop until it was empty. Literally, it took me maybe 15 minutes, maybe less, probably 10 minutes to eat the entire bag in one sitting without stopping. That was the worst thing I've ever done. It was Funyuns. Oh, man. Why am I stuck? Well, I seem to have gone too far, and now he can no longer go. Oh, wait, we have to go this way now, actually, if he can move. All right, well, this is unfortunate. I really don't want to have to continue on foot. Funyuns are nasty. Excuse me, you can leave. They are the best and also trashiest chip in existence. Ooh, I want to read. Somebody said they have abs, and I want to read what they said about it. Oh, they're under a butt ton of fat. Yeah, to have like really lean and like really tight, that's a lot of work. I don't want that. I wouldn't mind having abs underneath. They'd be fine with me. I don't need them to be like very prominent. No one's gonna see them anyway. Just me. Yeah. I ate too many chips, and now I can never eat chips ever again in my life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Funyuns taste like what worms look like. I don't know that you've ever had a Funyun. I don't think you've ever had a real Funyun. Oh, I never did the story time! Thank you, Rachel. Who wants the story time of when I got a concussion? Because the girls in my class tried to murder me. Not really, but like almost kind of a little bit, maybe. Tried to murder me. Not really sure. They got close. No, I just had a concussion, but like, oh, I think I did actually tell the story time, and I titled it Almost Bled Out in School, but if you never watched that story time, we're going to give you that story time now. I was in 4th grade, so I was about 8 years old, I believe is the age, or 9, I don't know anymore. I was young. I'm on the young end of whatever grade I was in. We were playing a game called Red Rover. If you don't know what this game is, don't play it. After this occurred, after this incident, this is literally why it was banned. Starting out with my school, to then the schools in our state, and then all the schools in our state, and then all the schools in all of the countries. Or just this country, but they banned this game shortly after. So if you don't know, hold on. If you don't know, oh. All right, y'all, I got it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even go there. Okay. So, if you don't know what Red Rover is, I'm going to explain it. Don't ever play this game. It's literally banned in all of the schools in America, maybe even outside of America. It's a very dangerous game. Don't play it. We were playing it. I really can't fly at all. So, I think we're just going to land and chill for a minute while I tell this story because this isn't working at all. Okay, so Red Rover. It's a game where, and we were playing this on the playground, which our playground is literally just all asphalt. It's not a playground, it was just concrete. We were playing Red Rover, which is where there are maybe 8 of us or something. You play with a group of people. You have half of them on one side and half of them on the other. You're just like standing in a line across from each other, and your hands are linked together. And there's this little song that you do when you play the game, and it's Red Rover, we call, and then they pick a person on the other side. They say their name, we call Shelby over. And then what they have to do is they have to go run at the other line of people and try and break through their hands that are linked together. If they can break through it, they get to stay on their own side. If they can't break through it, they have to go join the other side. And then whoever ends up with just the most people, I don't know who made this game. It's dumb and it's dangerous. I'll tell you why it's dangerous. Because it sounds like a very innocent, fun little game to play. It's not. It's deadly. And so many people after this ended up happening, I saw so many people get hurt from this game. So we were playing. It ended up being, it got down to our side had all of the people, and there were just 2 girls left on the other side. They were rather, like, they were a little bit larger, they were a little bit strong, and I was very, very small. Me in 4th grade was the smallest little, teeny little stick, bean, sprout, so little. I was the littlest person in that whole grade, maybe the whole school, other than, like, the kindergartners. I was tiny. I was the littlest thing. And these girls were, like, a little bit larger, and they were pretty strong. Way out of my league. They called me over because they knew I would never be able to break through their arms. I'm never going to be strong enough. I'm too small and weak and helpless. So they go, well, Red Rover, we called Shelby over. They thought they'd not lose the game. So I'm like, I'm going to break through these guys' hands no matter what. So I go running full force because I was like, I'm not going to let my side down. I'm not going to let my friends down. This was before I was being picked on, when people were actually nice to me. And I wasn't weird yet. Well, I was weird. They didn't know it yet. Maybe they knew it, but they were nice to me, at least. Except for these 2 girls. So I go running full force as fast as I possibly can. I throw my whole body in to break their arms. They threw me back. They, like, bungeed me. And I don't know that they definitely intentionally did it, because there's no way. I literally lifted off of the ground and flew. And I landed many feet away from where I ran at their arms. And I landed on my head. This is how, like, I was going my little run, and then I went, woo! It was bad. I was basically bungeed out of their arms. They not only, and you're not supposed to play this game this way. You're supposed to just have your arms linked. You're not supposed to put any strength to move against the person running at you. They did that, which is what made me launch so much farther than what if I had just hit their arms and not gone through. A lot of other things that have happened in this game are people get clotheslined, where they'll hit the arms and then just go under and smack their head on the ground. I was thrown backwards, and I landed on my head, and I woke up just like sprawled out on the concrete. I don't know what happened from the time I hit their arms, and I woke up on the ground. Obviously, I flew, and I landed on my head. So I woke up on the ground. Everyone was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Those girls tried to kill me. And I went to the nurse. They checked me out. They checked my head. They're like, you're fine. Go back to class. You'll be okay. My mom worked in the school. They didn't even bother to tell my mom. It was fine. They sent me back to class. Because we have recess after lunch. Whenever recess is over, we get back to class. We either say a prayer or the national anthem. I don't know which one you say after lunch. I think it's a prayer. If you went to Catholic school, you know what I mean. You come in from recess, you stand, and you say this prayer or whatever. So I don't know. I don't get it. Nickel hacks. I landed head onto concrete. Sent me back to class. We're all standing, saying our after lunch prayer. And the girl behind, I'm standing there swaying because I don't have, like, my bearings. I don't know what's happening. I feel, like, super woozy, and I'm swaying there just saying our after lunch prayer. And the girl behind me is like, Shelby, are you okay? And I was like, I hit my head, but they told me just to go back to class. And they were like, no, you're bleeding. And I was like, what? And the whole back of my shirt drenched in blood. I'm bleeding out of the back of my head immensely, like a lot. When you hit your head, this happened to my niece. She split her forehead. She just bumped her forehead on the floor because she fell out of bed in her sleep. Blood was pouring out of it. It's just a lot of little vessels and veins in there, so a lot. Sorry if that's graphic. I'm gonna move on. So I was bleeding out of the back of my head, shirt covered. And she was like, you're bleeding a lot. So I hobble my way, like I really can't even stand up straight. I hobble my way up to the front of the room. I go tell the teacher, I'm like, I think that I'm bleeding. And they were like, okay, from where? And I was like, my head. And I turned around and they were like, oh, you should go to the nurse. They sent me to the nurse. They sent me with like one other girl to go walk to the nurse. I'm literally covered, whole back is covered in blood. Just go walk to the nurse. We're not going to bring her to you. We're not going to have you sit down. We're going to have you walk with some other girl. I don't remember who it was. Down to the nurse. So I walked there and she was like, oh yeah, you're bleeding. You got a little cut in your head. You'll be fine. They didn't do anything. They sent me home. I don't know what you're supposed to do in that situation. I went to the nurse. She was like, yeah, you're bleeding. It looked like it had stopped by that point, she said. So they didn't put anything on my head. They didn't send me anywhere. They didn't send me to like the emergency room. You can't put a Band-Aid in my hair or anything. So they didn't, but I guess I didn't need stitches or anything. So it must have stopped bleeding. It could have been a very small cut, but like a lot of blood can come out of your head just because of it being your head. It looks a lot scarier than it really is. So it did stop bleeding, she said. And they sent me home. Didn't send me to get like checked up by the ER or anything. I don't know if maybe that was the right call because I was eventually, I was fine. But I mean, I had a concussion though. That's what ended up happening. So that's my story time. I ended up going home, which was easy because my mom worked in the school. So then my mom got to go home. And then I went to sleep, which they say you're not supposed to do if you have a concussion. I took a nap on the couch. Who thought that was a good idea? I don't know. I don't blame my mom for that at all. They told me to go home and get rest. I don't know. I don't know about that school nurse. I don't know about telling me to go home and get rest. I don't know about not telling me specifically not to take a nap because I took a nap. I slept all day. I think I should have gone to the hospital because I couldn't stand up straight. I really had no idea what was happening around me. When we were just standing there saying our prayer, I was just wobbling and I knew something was wrong, but they told me I was fine, so I thought I was fine. I wasn't fine. I ended up having a concussion and that shirt ended up in the trash because it was literally just blood. All of the back of the shirt. And they were yellow little button-ups. My school uniform was little yellow button-ups and little green plaid skirts. Ugliest school uniform you can ever even imagine. You could have died. Yeah, so that's why I say they tried to kill me. That's why I said I almost bled out in school. The bleeding did stop, but I did literally go to sleep after. I literally took a nap after getting a concussion. And like, I was just... It felt like that's what I needed because I couldn't like keep myself, like I just was out of it. I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, I'm going to just sleep. I played this game and I had to go to the hospital. Do not ever play this game. I shouldn't have even told you how to play it. Honestly, it's such a dangerous game. So many people more often get clotheslined by the people holding, because they'll hold on. Like, they want you to die. Girls in school are mean, especially when you're 8. I did make it to 2 hours. Welcome to the end of the stream. We're not going to make it to my house because he can't make it any farther. It's lagging too hard. But yeah, don't ever play that game. I've seen after that happening, it was banned in our school immediately. I was the cause of this being banned across the country, which it should still be banned at schools because it's just a very dangerous game. But it wasn't banned in all schools immediately. It kind of like sprinkled happening over time as word of mouth and then news because so many people were getting hurt. And I watched so many girls at like camp and stuff. I think I made a joke one time that I've never been to camp. I have been to camp. Not like overnight camp, but so many girls at camp, they got clotheslined either because it was in slippery grass and they hit the arms and they just slipped and then slammed their head on the ground. It's such a dangerous game. I would get hit in the neck. Don't play this game. It's not, I don't know who made this game. There's no point to it. You're just calling people over and trying to have them run through your arms and be like, oh, you're not strong enough. And then they try and murder you. 8-year-old girls are really mean. I don't know that they intentionally tried to hurt me, but they intentionally tried to throw me away, which you're not supposed to do in the game. The rules are you hold your hands as tight as you can, but you're not supposed to like use your muscles to counteract the person running. You're just supposed to hold them. But girls are competitive and they wanted to win. Emily sent 100 stars. Don't forget mods after the stream. Yeah, I didn't forget from the last one. I did say that I was going to, and I decided not to just because I knew it was Minecraft and I'm taking care of it. When it's Apex, I'll make sure that I have mods because I can't pay all of the attention to the chat. This time I have been. We banned 2 people today. Don't know if you noticed the second one because I was so on top of him. And I banned him because he was saying bad words. And thank you guys, if you did notice him, for not drawing attention to him. And I banned him and it went away and nobody even drawed any attention to it. That is how we want to deal with things. So whenever I do have mods, that's what we're going to do. We're not going to give them any of the attention. We're just going to be like, boop, you're gone. But I will say, start with deleting the messages. Give them a couple chances because some people don't know the rules. Some people are just, you know, they want a little attention, but then they'll stop. Some people, they don't stop, though. They yeeted. Literally, they yeeted me before yeeting was a thing. And, like, they were strong. They were, And I wish I could explain how little I was. For my whole elementary school years until like halfway through high school, I was the littlest thing on the planet. I was so short. I didn't grow until high school at all, like barely. And I was just the littlest, skinny, just thing. So small. I was a very late bloomer to puberty, so I was that little for so long. It took me so long to break the 5 feet. But then we got there, and I'm 5'4". But if the doctor were to answer that question, he would say I'm 5'3"3/4", specifically. So maybe not quite 5'4". Whom are the mods? I haven't picked yet. I'm gonna pick the people who try and actively tell other people that, you know, welcome to the stream. These are the rules. This is what we do. Let's not spam. You know, the people who are trying to actively play the mod role without having that rank quite yet. But it'll just be me. Please don't ask for it. I'll just, you know, I'll choose as I notice people trying to actively play the role. Because even if you're not a mod, to play that role and try and help keep things under control is very helpful to me regardless. A skinny legend. No, I was like it looked like it would be unhealthy, but it was just how I was. I have a very fast metabolism. Not so much anymore. Now I have to actually do a little bit of work to keep my body a little bit where I want it to be, but that's okay. I was so little and skinny just because I have a thyroid thing. I have a hyperactive thyroid. As an adult, it's not. As a child, it kept me the smallest, kept me from growing very much, kept me very, very skinny and little, no matter how much I ate, because I ate so much food. And I don't know what my thyroid's going to do as an adult. It's a big thing in my family. One of my cousins had it removed. They don't do that anymore. She's my godmother. At the time they did this surgery, if you had like a lot of thyroid problems, they just removed it. And now she's on like a bunch of pills to compensate because your thyroid controls all of your hormones. It's such an important part of your body. So having either a hyper or hypoactive thyroid can really mess with you. Some people have it way more seriously than others. Mine right now is just kind of helping me keep a fast metabolism. May end up being more of a thing later, but I don't know. But it runs in my family, and I have a godmother whose thyroid was literally surgically removed, and they don't do that anymore. That's a bad. Don't do that. Because it's such an important thing. Okay, we're at the 2 hours, and now I'm just rambling about things that we're gonna log out. We're gonna log out. That thing was scary. I don't like it. All right, ew, hormones. It's such an important, like having. That's another reason why at 12 your brain is just telling you everything's so awful. Is partly hormones. Like you're just a lot of things are happening to you as a 12, 13-year-old. Puberty's not fun at all. All right, we're gonna end the stream. I hope we all had a fun, enlightening journey today on this stream. A lot happened. We talked about a lot of things. We got a little deep. I told a couple stories. I said things that nobody asked me to say. And I rambled a lot, and I don't know why. I feel like different streams, I have such different moods. where either I don't know, I feel like I'm a different person every stream, and today I was very rambly on truth serum or something. Emily sent 100 stars and said, I just want to take a moment to say Mia has been so helpful and amazing this stream. We love you, Mia. Mia has, just to shout Mia out, has very actively taken that role of, even though she's not officially mod right now, every time a new person's in the stream, every time someone donates, thank you for donating. Anytime someone breaks a rule or just someone's new, they're like, hey, these are the rules. That is such a helpful thing for me in the stream, and I appreciate it so much. Oh no, Mia's gonna cry when this happens live. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone who donated. Thank you all of my supporters. There's 44 of you now. Today was really a support group kind of meeting. I am rocking the Crystal Wolf. I love this hoodie. Not to shout out Joey's merch, but like, shout out Joey's Crystal merch. This is a really comfy hoodie. I think it needs a few more washes to loosen up, but I love the mineral wash, and it's got Crystal Wolf on the side of the arms, and I really, really actually love this hoodie. It's one of my favorites. But thank you guys all for being here with me today. I'm going to end the stream here. I'm going to go get food, and then I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to try and be a healthy human being for the rest of my life. So thank you guys, and I hope any of you got any kind of advice or helpful feelings from this stream, because we did get a little real and a little deep earlier today, and if you weren't here for that, you may want to go back. I dropped some deep advice that, I don't know if it's like great, but it felt like something that needed, like, if I felt the need to say it because it's a very universal feeling. And if you're curious about that, it's somewhere about an hour into the stream. But thank you guys for coming in here. I will see you guys in the next one.